Hello dear, welcome to Vijayeendra Kshatriya channel. In this video, I am going to explain you the contents of the poem Flying Inside Your Own Body. It is penned by Margaret Atwood. The very title shows that it is an impossible task because one cannot fly in one's own body. Body can fly with the help of some instruments or some gadgets like a helicopter or aeroplane. Now, flying inside the body has to be an act of imagination, not at all possible in reality. Every creature loves freedom, especially the human beings. It's because freedom brings happiness. More the freedom, more the happiness. But absolute freedom is a myth to us because we live in a society where there are many bindings, many restrictions. When we don't get freedom to do anything we like, then we start imagining. That you can also call it as fantasizing. When we fantasize, we get a little fulfillment. Maybe it is unreal, maybe it is fictitious, but still we get some kind of happiness, a fulfillment. That is the reason we get into the world of dreaming or fantasizing, even though we know that it is false, but still we dream. This is what the poet does here. Let me explain you line by line. Your lungs fill and spread themselves, wings of pink blood, and your bones empty themselves and become hollow. These lines suggest that the poet likes to fly. She wants to take a deep breath and then she wants to fill her lungs with air and then spread them like wings. The poet uses the phrase wings of pink blood. Maybe it is because of this. You can see for yourself. She also imagines that her bones become hollow by removing the bone marrow from her bones. This would make the bones lighter because we know that birds have hollow bones. To fly in the air, your body has to be light. So she wants to make the bones hollow. When you breathe in, you will lift like a balloon and your heart is light too and huge. When you breathe in, your lungs will become inflated like a balloon and you start going up in the air like this. Though it is a magic, it is unreal. The poet is imagining like this, flying in the air. Heart becoming light and huge means becoming too much happy, beating with pure joy, pure helium. You know that helium is a gas lighter than air. That is the reason we fill helium in the balloon and they go up automatically. Raising up and flying means that you are opening your world of fantasy. The sun's white winds blow through you, there's nothing above you. The poet imagines that when she flies, the winds blow through her. Sun's white stands for purity. So, the pure air blows through her. Metaphorically, it means that pure thoughts come in her mind and she gets absolute freedom. There is nothing above means no restrictions, no bindings. So she is enjoying absolute freedom. That is freedom to think. All her unfulfilled desires take wings and they fly. You see the earth now as an oval jewel, radiant and sea blue with love. Now the poet imagines that she has gone far beyond the earth, that is into the space. So when she looks the earth from the space, it looks like a jewel, she says. How it is? Blue colored, radiant. It's so beautiful to see. That's why she says, with love. That is, it is lovable. It is only in dreams you can do this. Waking, your heart is a shaken fist. Here we find a sudden U turn. The world of beautiful fantasy meets with a harsh reality. She feels that flying can be done only in imagination, it cannot be done in reality. It means that you can't do all those things you desire. The harsh society won't allow you to do all those things. Waking means the situation of reality. So, when you face the reality, your heart, which was light and hues when you were flying or when you were fantasizing, now it changes into a fist like this. The soft heart changes into a hard fist. The poet has used the word fist because it looks like a heart, but it is rigid and it has no emotions. A fine dust clogs the air you breathe in. The real world has no pure air to breathe in. It is polluted. This means unwanted restrictions, undesirable bindings hinder you or stop you from fulfilling your own desires. The sun is a hot copper weight pressing straight down on the thick pink rind of your skull. When we were in the state of fantasy or imagination, the sun's pure wind helped us to fly. But when we are in the state of reality, the world of reality, that time the sun becomes a heavy weight which comes and presses on our head. Instead of lifting, it presses down. Copper weight means anything that is heavy. Rind of the skull means the outer area of the head. Think pink rind of your skull can be taken as think pink rind stands for our thought process. Here, sun's heavy weight represents the restrictions of the family or restriction of the society. It is always the moment just before gunshot. It means that the reality is always very harsh. You can imagine that situation when someone takes a gun and points at you and says, I'll kill you. Just imagine it. How tense you would be. The real world gives us tensions. So, the poet seems to suggest us to dream sometimes to get that little happiness, though it is temporary. We know that the real world is always ready to give you tensions and make you sad by putting on so many restrictions. You try and try to rise, but you cannot. We like to pull ourselves up and rise, but the society pulls you down. This world of reality, a rather harsh world of reality, won't allow you to grow. You have to be under the control of the society. It always wants that you should do the things which it wants, the society wants. This makes you sad, and that is the reason we tend to go into the realm of imagination to get little satisfaction for the unfulfilled desires remain within you, to feel happy at least for a while. So, now you have come to know that the main theme of this poem is the harsh reality versus beautiful fantasy. It is universal. It happens with every one of us. We become little happy by dreaming because we know that we cannot become happy by doing certain things or by your actions. Your actions are always restricted. I hope you have understood well. Please subscribe for more videos of this kind. Please help me cross 1 lakh subscribers.